Should we do it? Good morning, everyone. Happy Sunday. I've enjoyed looking at all those beautiful images that came back from the Artemis mission, and it became so clear what a reminder of that beautiful planet that we live on, that we share, that is ours to take care of, and seeing that we are all one. We're one humanity living in this one world together. One light, one One dream, one song heard by everyone.
I invite you to let my words be your own. As I enter this sacred time of prayer, I gently close my eyes and feel the holy ground beneath me and the sacred space within me. I relax and let go, knowing I am held in a loving, peaceful presence. With each breath, I take in spirit, and with each exhale, I release all that no longer serves. I recognize that there is one divine presence, one infinite life expressing everywhere. This divine life is a source of all creation, the energy that awakens the earth, that opens every flower, that sings through the birds, and breathes through me right now. I know that this same divine life lives in me, as me, and through me. I am not separate from it. I am one with it. The life of God flows through every cell of my being, renewing, restoring, and energizing me in this very moment. I affirm that I am fully alive, fully present, and fully aligned with this sacred life. Just as the world awakens in beauty and vitality, I too awaken. I embrace renewal, wholeness, and the vibrant energy of spirit expressing as my life. My heart is filled with gratitude. I am so thankful for this life, this breath, this opportunity to live and to grow and to love. I choose to live my life as a thank you, an expression of appreciation for the divine life that is always giving of itself. And so, as I release this prayer into the wisdom and movement of spirit, trusting that it is already so, I rest in peace, in presence, and in the fullness of life. And so it is.
One love, one heart warming everyone. One hope, one joy, one love filling everyone. One light, one sun lighting everyone. One light warming everyone. And now it's that time where you get to stand up if you wish and greet your neighbor this morning. So if you don't wish to have a hug, just reach your hand out. And let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new world now. Let there be peace. I am a stand for peace. Let there be love. I am a stand for love. Let there be joy. I am a stand for joy. We are making a new
Good morning. Good morning, Unity Spiritual Center, Westlake. My name is Jim Larson, and it is a distinct privilege to welcome you to our community of love and light on this beautiful spring Earth Day morning. My wife Deb and I were on vacation for the past several weeks, and we're grateful to be able to take advantage of the USC live stream to stay included in the faith and energy of Richard, Matthew, and this amazing spiritual community. Which reminds me to take a moment now to extend a sincere welcome to all of today's live stream viewers as well. You are an important part of the USC family, and please allow our social media host to welcome you by dropping a first name and location in the Facebook chat window. We see you, and we affirm our full support of your own unique spiritual journey. Please know that our USC prayer chaplain is with you now as well. We here at Unity like to remind ourselves of our mission, vision, and values, so please repeat them now with me. Our mission: Unity Spiritual Center is a dynamic community empowering all to embrace and express the divine as we share our unique gifts in an evolving world. Our vision: we are love in action, honoring the divine within all. And our core values include spiritual practice, acceptance, community, love, and service. If practices which affirm the values of life, inclusion, and generosity speak to you, welcome. We're glad you're here.
Good morning. My name is Paul Philippek, and I'm here to read the daily word. And the word for today is friendly. The affirmation is, I greet others with a friendly and open heart. The Bible contains many stories that encourage hospitality towards strangers. For instance, Jesus welcomed everyone to his ministry, from the hungry and the sick to strangers and social outcasts. He loved unconditionally. That same loving energy is within me. When I greet others with a friendly smile, I not only am sharing one of the great lessons of Jesus, I'm expanding my world and giving myself the chance to learn and grow. If I feel hesitant meeting new people, I remember how it felt to be welcomed by friendly people when I was new to a school, job, church, or town. I was grateful for those people who extended themselves in friendship to me. These memories inspire me to be friendly now. And from Matthew 25, verse 35, for I was hungry, and you gave me food. I was thirsty, and you gave me something to drink. I was a stranger, and you welcomed me. Let's repeat together the affirmation. I greet others with a friendly and open heart.
Thank you, Paul. If you know this sing along, please sing out so that the people around you can learn it. And of course, please stand if you're able and willing this morning as we sing it together. I am called to be a healer for all humanity. I am called to be a dreamer, believe in what can be. I am called to be a maker, be an instrument of peace. I am called to be a giver, of abundance I receive. I am called to be a prayer, living out the truth I seek. I am called to be everything. 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 I am called to the kindness, set the brokenhearted free. We are called to be forgiveness where pain has run too deep. We are called to be compassion, be the wind beneath each wing. We are called to make communion, only then can we succeed. We are called to be a prayer, living out the truth we seek. We are called to be everything. We are called to be, the glory here on earth so all might see all the love and all the beauty that shines in you and me. We are the living, breathing God, and you are one in me. We're called to be peace, called to be joy, called to be love. We're called to be peace, called to be joy, called to be free. We're called to be peace, called to be joy, called to be love. We're called to be. Yes, we are. We're called to be. You sounded wonderful. Thank you so much. Please be seated. I love this song by Fred Bogart. One voice. There is a time to be alone. Each one of us a separate being of our own. And there's a time when we conspire to come together and unite our heart's desire to sing in one voice, to feel with one heart, to make a love choice. This is a fine art, to set aside our differences, realize the gift it is to raise a joyous noise in one voice. There is a place we all can go inside the little private world we call our own. And there's a place we rise above, we unify and celebrate our way to love, to sing in one voice, to feel with one heart, to make a love choice. This is a fine art, to set aside our differences, realize the gift it is to raise a joyous noise in one voice. There is a longing for a place where we all belong. I think we found that here, haven't we? There's an
How amazing is it to be able to pick up a phone on a Friday morning and say, Bonnie, guess what? Matthew has discovered that he's, living in a physical body indeed that encounters certain experiences from time to time. He absolutely sends his love. What an immense privilege to be able to call upon someone who between Friday and Sunday would show up for us like that. Thank you. And thank you. And thank you. Oh, Ron and Stella are with us. Hi, Ron and Stella. These are friends from Maple Valley, Washington. Connie and Judy in Florida, Michelle, Kathy, Jesse. We are in good company this morning. The morning on which we will launch 2 new programs, one of which I just thought up this morning. If you are new or newer to USC, or if you have been here for a while and maybe you haven't found a sense of connection and you would just love someone maybe just to sit next to you, or maybe, show you where the restroom is, or even join you for a cup of coffee after service, as simple as that. This program is one which I have historically called an ambassador's program. If you are new or newer and you're like, yeah, I'd love for someone to sit next to me this morning, would you simply be courageous enough just to give me a wave? Just give me a wave. I won't ask you to do anything. No? Nothing? Nothing? I got a couple of them. Now, if you, USC people, if you are willing simply to be present for another person in whatever way would bring them comfort, whether it's simply sitting next to them during this time together or indeed sharing a cup of coffee, would you raise your hands? Oh, now that's what I like to see right there. Now let's go back to the first group. If you would like someone just to come be with you this morning, raise your hand. And what will happen is one of these self-appointed ambassadors is going to give up their sacred chair and rush across this room and simply take a place next to you. May I see the hands of the first people again, please? Oh, I see. Would anyone like an ambassador this morning? No? We're good? Okay. One here. You're good. Okay. We will be bringing greater form to this program as we move forward. You know, welcome is not something that occurs naturally. It takes courage, and it takes mindfulness. It takes being awake. It takes being willing to notice. Dear friends, may I have an ambassador right here? Look at that, running. Congratulations, Unity Spiritual Center in Westlake. You have launched an ambassadors program. Armand and Angelina will be with us. They are offering an evening of, music, message, and mirth. Isn't that lovely? Music, message, and mirth. They're guaranteeing us a once-in-a-lifetime experience. Hear them speak and sing from their personal journeys of love and transformation. Register for a pre-event culinary experience by bringing your presentation-ready Mexican-themed appetizer or snack and gathering from 5:30. The next morning at 11 o'clock a.m., they offer a native flute play shop. They have written, whether you have a musical background or have simply always wanted to play a musical instrument, this play shop is for you. They will bring instruments. You are welcome to bring your own. These events are offered on a suggested love offering basis of $20. Always, you are welcome. As I like to say, never allow a temporary financial condition to deprive you of any offering of Unity Spiritual Center in Westlake. Nehemiah Day, bring that shovel. Bring your shovel. Bring your rakes, blowers, edgers, and any tools that you might find helpful. Let us gather as community and contribute to these, 90, 100 acres of beautiful grounds. And of course, Mother's Day. A pancake breakfast hosted by Youth and Family Ministries. A suggested love offering of $10 helps fund our youth in attending upcoming events, such as the Great Lakes Region June Rally. I am happy to see you this morning. I'm happy to see you. Does he mean me? Yes, he means you. I am happy to see you this morning. I begin with words of gratitude for the privilege of you. Thank you, and thank you, and thank you. Yes, you, and thank you, and thank you, and thank you. Words of invocation, take them in the manner best suited to you today. As we lift our voices then to say, I am now in the presence of pure being and immersed in the Holy Spirit of life, love, and wisdom. I acknowledge your presence and your power, O blessed Spirit. In your divine wisdom, now erase my mortal limitations, and from your pure substance of love, bring into manifestation my world according to your perfect law. Now you see how well this is going over here. Does anybody else desire an ambassador this morning? Terry Brewer. So for those who have been with me for a while, patience, you already know that I extend that library that you call your Judeo-Christian Bible to contain layers of meaning, from the most literal to the most mystical. And there's nothing new about this. So comfortable are our Jewish siblings with this paradigm that these layers of meaning actually have names. Peshat, which can be loosely translated to mean plain. It speaks to that layer of meaning which tends to be factual. One might expect matters of history to be contained at this layer of meaning. Remez can be loosely translated as hint. And this layer begins to press beyond that layer of meaning that depicts literal happenings. One might expect to find allegory at this level of meaning. For example, drosh, loosely translated inquire, presses even further beyond the literal. One might expect to find matters of morality at this level of meaning. And the fourth, sod, loosely translated as secret. Secret is that layer of meaning which presses even further beyond the literal. One might expect to find all manner of mystical and esoteric inspiration, all manner of symbolic, cryptic guidance at this layer of meaning. Now, the challenge with this is that a passage may include one layer of meaning. It may include 2 or 3 layers of meaning. It may include all 4 layers of meaning. It is possible for a single passage to detail a history, to offer an allegory, to imply a morality, and to suggest a mystery, all at the same time. And I say this as a challenge because when we try to get mystical guidance from a passage about, well, say, keeping food safe during desert travel in antiquity, or when we try to get scientific understanding from a passage about what it means simply to incarnate into this realm of comparison and contrast, well, we usually end up getting nothing. from either. If we wear the wrong glasses, you see, we end up seeing nothing. Your Bible is no more one-dimensional than it is univocal. I'll say that again because I just enjoyed it. Your Bible is no more one-dimensional than it is univocal. And so for unity to come along and to suggest that this collection of little books, its situations and its places, to speak to aspects of self, we use the term metaphysical in our setting, for unity to come along and suggest the Bible as something of a psycho-spiritual handbook for living a life. It is not new, and it is not weird. This applies, of course, to the disciples as well, each representing an aspect of self. Now, they may have been flesh and blood people, and I do believe they were, but that's not the only layer of meaning that we can draw from their presence in Scripture. For Fillmore, Unity co-founder Charles Fillmore, Peter represents our capacity of faith. John represents our capacity of love. Thomas, understanding. Philip, power, and so forth. And each of these 12 capacities is intuited to have its center somewhere in the physical body. So to work with any of these capacities is, in a sense, to work with the physical body as well. If you have issues with your gut, you might want to have a look at how you are using your capacities of wisdom. You might want to have a look at how you're using your capacities of wisdom. I said gut, not mutt. I just want to be clear. How you are using your capacities of wisdom and order. If you are having issues with your head, you might want to have a look at how you are using your capacities of faith, your capacities of understanding, and so forth. See what happens. Now, if you'd like to continue this conversation in greater depth, I've scheduled a summer 12 Powers weekend retreat. Please make note of the dates. Stand by for details. Where will it be held? I have no idea. But something in me does. That's the power of wisdom right there. You see how that works? Now, that is a little introduction to a teaching that was originally requested by Unity Worldwide Ministries. How might we address matters ecological using Unity's 12 powers? That was the request, and could there be a better Sunday than Earth Day Sunday 2026 for us to have that conversation? I think not. Now, Bartholomew represents our capacity of imagination, intuited to have its center in the third eye area, and Thaddeus represents our capacity of release. I even just love saying that word, release. Intuited to have its center in the lower bowel. There it is. The word bowel used in a church service for the first time. You are welcome. Imagination and release being my two favorite of these 12 powers, because so much of what we would change in our lives and in our world is hindered by an unwillingness to envision a higher possibility or an unwillingness to release a mediocre comfort. I could say it more clearly by saying so much of what we would change in our lives and in our world is hindered by short-sightedness or constipation. He goes on to suggest that as you envision greater longevity, as an example, you may have to find a way to jettison that lingering belief that life ends at such and such an age. As you envision greater sufficiency, perhaps, greater prosperity, you may have to jettison that lingering belief that to live better than your parents is to betray your own family. I once had a friend. Now, I've had several, don't hear me wrong, but I did once have a friend, and she could draw herself to money from time to time. And yet the real power demonstrated by this friend wasn't her capacity to draw herself to money, but her ability to sabotage that money as if by magic. If she stumbled into an extra $100, you could know that the transmission was ready to go out, or the glasses were ready to break, or the tooth would start to ache. The basement was ready to flood. Now, it's not to say that we create every circumstance of our lives in some sort of egoic, linear manner. It is to say, however, that there is something creative at the very core of us. I like to call it consciousness, which finds way to impress itself onto the world which we express and experience. And that if we want lasting change, we will have to work with that something creative at the very core of us. We will have to work with consciousness. My friend could draw herself to money from time to time, but that something creative at the very core of her simply would not tolerate anything beyond a certain level of prosperity. It speaks to a paradigm that's common among those who call upon people like me for prayer, prayer being simply one technology for working with consciousness. It's a paradigm that wants change without having to be changed. Dear God, bring me some cash, but don't make me give up my struggle. Dear God, bring me some love. Don't make me give up my low self-esteem. Bring me some health, but don't make me give up my red Pall Mall cigarettes. And this is why affirmations work, you see, and it's also why affirmations don't work. Statements of truth change us if we allow them to change us. Otherwise, we are, as the gospel entitled Matthew has written, otherwise we are just heaping up empty words. So whether individually or collectively, the power of release, then, it asks each of us, if life, and insert the word of your choice here, if life, if God, the universe, isness, nature, and so forth, if life knows what it's doing, what must I release that life might work unencumbered through me? Because I'm speaking to a global audience about a global question, I will offer some possible answers. I might suggest that in our commitments to allowing life to work through us for a healthier planet, we may well have to relinquish a consciousness that holds our choices as ours alone. If a butterfly flaps its wings in Westlake, does a leaf really flutter in Westminster? I don't know. But what I do know is that even the simplest of our daily choices live beyond us as our spiritual children. In humanity's great leaps, let's Consider the agricultural revolution of some 10,000 years ago. For its many benefits, it leaves entire people continuing to believe that pretty steaks come from pretty packages in pretty stores with pretty people instead of from sentient beings who may or may not feel the warmth of light or the comforts of grass until that first walk to their slaughter. Now, my intention here isn't to suggest that vegetarianism makes us better people. My intention is to suggest that responsibility makes us a better people. Would I suggest that hunter-gatherer societies were somehow superior? Absolutely not. But would I suggest that they were more aware of their role within an interdependent family of life? You bet. You bet. I would suggest that while that 50-cent savings might be about budgets, we do well to remember that it's also about beings. I might suggest that in our commitments to allowing life to work through us for a healthier planet, we may have to relinquish a consciousness that believes, someone else will do it. Oh, that's not me. I can hear you thinking already. And maybe it's not you, but in many meaningful ways, it is us. We need only turn to social media to see this consciousness at work. If only that people, that organization, that city governor, that senator, that government would get it together. And while many in our history have changed the world by challenging it out there, many more have changed the world by helping it right here. I might say they had skin in the game. Where would we be if Mother Teresa had spent all her time on Facebook and none in Calcutta? What if MLK had spent all his time on Discord and none in Memphis or Montgomery? Where would we be if we tweeted about how welcoming and inclusive we are while completely ignoring the newcomer sitting in the adjacent chair? I might suggest that in our commitments to allowing life to work through us for a healthier planet, we may have to relinquish a consciousness that believes it's too big, too much, too late. Now, I suggest this, not because it's inherently untrue. I suggest this because it is wildly unhelpful. In the same way that a consciousness of deflection would have another do the work, a consciousness of despair would have no one do the work. Some of the great leaps of humankind have been born by courageous souls willing to look into that abyss of too big, too much, too late, and begin anyway. I think of women's suffrage. It must have seemed too big, too much, too late when Susan B. Anthony, well, she began anyway. I think of apartheid. It must have seemed too big, too much, too late when Mandela began anyway. I imagine the onslaught of the British forces might have seemed too big, too much, too late when Paul Revere launched that famous midnight ride on, by the way, this date in history, 1775. So if we renounce a consciousness of separation, I arrive at an affirmation that goes like this: we are one. And if we renounce a consciousness of deflection, I arrive at an affirmation that goes like this: I am here. And if we renounce a consciousness of despair, we arrive at an affirmation that goes like this. And that's enough. We are one. I am here. That's enough. We are one. I am here. That's enough. We are one. I am here. And that's enough. Take a breath, please. Let's give this challenge a moment to have its way with us. How might I prepare the very physicality which carries me about to be available to wisdom this morning? Maybe I put my feet on the floor. Maybe I allow my fingers to unclench the jaw, the temples. Sometimes just allowing the belly to take another deep breath. We are one. My choices are never for me alone. How might I bring the very highest choice maker to the junctures of my life? I am here. Providence has given me the immense privilege of 4 square feet from which something of the very light of me might shine into my world. We are one. I am here. And that's enough. I will not be dismayed or distracted by the world's chaos. The gifts of me will be given forth in this day to individuals such as those seated to my right and those seated to my left. With full faith and every comfort born of the notion that the very essence of me must have a purpose in this world.
One with the earth, with the sky, one with everything in life. I believe it will start with conviction of the heart. You know some of you want to join in, so go ahead, keep playing, Richard. If you feel the need or the desire to stand, to sing, to join me, to clap, any of the above, please do. We'll try it again. One with the earth, with the sky, one with everything in life. I believe it will start Thank you. Please be seated.
Program we will launch today. We've tried it before. We are relaunching an Earth Care initiative at Unity Spiritual Center. I understand that, we stumbled last time. The good news is my past holds no sway over my possibility. There's another affirmation for you. Yeah, we might have tried it before. We might have stumbled. My past holds no sway over my possibility. Here, as the courageous soul willing to chair the relaunch of an Earth Care initiative, is Camden Lochner. Will you welcome her, please?
Good morning, everyone. I am really glad to have a few minutes to share something practical that we can all be a part of, Unity's Earth Care program. I'll be helping lead this effort, and what inspires me most is that this isn't about perfection. It's about a communal consciousness expressed through consistent, loving action. As Eric Butterworth loosely reminds us, don't seek to change the world. Seek to change your mind about the world. Earth Care begins there, with awareness. And from that awareness, our actions naturally begin to shift. Our approach is simple, small, achievable successes. And today, I want to walk through 3 starting points that will help us build momentum. First, recycling right. You'll see these blue and black containers here this morning, and they're going to be our training ground. Blue is for recycling, and black is for everything else. We're using the Cuyahoga County Recycle Right guidelines. You may have seen a version of this card before, and the goal is to make this second nature. Here's the core idea. Keep it loose, clean, and simple. Loose means no bags. Recycling should go directly into the bin, not inside plastic bags. Clean means we're making sure items are emptied and rinsed. Simple means we're just focusing on the main categories. So what goes in the blue bins? Things like cans, metal and aluminum that we're emptying and rinsing, cardboard, making sure we're flattening boxes, glass bottles and jars, paper like newspaper, magazines, mail, even paperboard boxes, and things like plastic bottles and jugs. You know, your water bottles, milk jugs, and detergent bottles. And a change from a few years ago that many people don't realize is that the lids and caps can stay on. And in our area, we can also include things like cartons, milk, juice, soap, and certain plastic tubs like cups and yogurt containers. Everything else goes in the black bins. A couple of quick no's, because they do tend to confuse people. No straws and no solo cups in recycling. When in doubt, just ask. Seriously, that's a part of how we'll all learn. Our second goal is turning out lights and turning off faucets. This one sounds almost too simple, but it matters. If you're the last one leaving a room, check the lights. If you're using a sink, make sure it's fully off. These are small habits that add up quickly across the whole community. And third, reducing what we use in the first place. As you've probably noticed, we've been gradually phasing out non-compliant items like styrofoam cups and using up what we already have, including our current supply of disposable K-cups. This isn't about waste or guilt. It's about making better choices going forward. That's it. 3 things: recycle right, turn things off, and reduce what we use. Our bigger goal is to reach Earth Care Level 1 within the next year or so. That's very doable, but only if we have a few people willing to help carry it forward. So if you're even a little interested, I'd love to meet with you after service. This won't be complicated or time heavy. We just need a small team to help reinforce habits, answer questions, and keep things moving. And if you want to keep learning or stay connected during the week, I encourage you to look up Cuyahoga Recycles on Facebook. It's a great local resource with clear, practical tips. This is really about stewardship in everyday moments. Nothing dramatic, just consistent, thoughtful action. And those small actions done together really do add up. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Cam. You are the face of possibility, so thank you for that. Really important. And thank you, Richard, Bonnie, Jerry, if you will, for this morning as well. With thanks, we now offer the opportunity for you to engage in the spiritual practice of giving. For those choosing to participate electronically, you'll find a QR code on your screen. And there's a credit card giving station in the back of Unity Hall. We call this a spiritual practice because our giving and our receiving are not separate activities, but bound one to the other. Jesus said it this way: as we give, so we receive. So as the ushers come forward, please hold any gift in your hand or heart and bless it by affirming with me, divine love bountifully supplies and increases this offering. I give freely and fearlessly, fulfilling the law of giving and receiving.
Once the offering goes by your rope, please feel free to stand. You're going to need a little space for this one. Are you ready? Gratitude before me, gratitude behind me, gratitude to the left of me, gratitude to the right of me, gratitude above me, gratitude below me, gratitude within me, gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful. 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 You look so good. Doesn't it feel good to just say that? Sing it out. We're going to do it one more time. I'm so grateful. Gratitude before me. Gratitude behind me. Gratitude to the left of me. Gratitude to the right of me. Gratitude above me. Gratitude below me. Gratitude within me. Gratitude all around me. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful. Think about what you're grateful for. I'm so grateful. 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 You could stay standing if you want and bless those kids as they come in this morning with their wonderful presents. Oh, not yet. Sorry, I almost did that again. Just rewind 1 second. Jim, take it away.
Please sit down.
I'm going to
Sorry,
sit
Bonnie.
down.
We dedicate these gifts, so generously given, to noble and holy works in our world. Amen. We're glad you came this morning, and if you're here in person after the service, please join us in the community room for coffee, conversation, and connection. All are welcome. If you're new and would like more information about USC, please take a welcome bag from the information station just outside these doors. Always there's information in the chair back in front of you as well. Beyond daily online discussions, morning telephone prayers, and weekly New Thought Cafe conversations, USC offers monthly gatherings, such as Tuesday's Lunch and Learn, featuring Reverend Michelle Coles, Senior Minister for Unity of Medina, who will present play as a spiritual practice. Play isn't what you do when there's time. Play is intentional and sacred. Just bring your curiosity and a willingness to play. Of course, the online community meetup welcomes all on the first Saturdays of each month as well. On Saturday, May 2nd, join Unity Spiritual Center as we walk as one at one for world peace with thousands of others around the globe. We'll gather at 12:40 for prayer before creating a rolling wave of peaceful energy passing from one time zone to the next from USC's sacred labyrinths. On Sunday, May 3rd, please join trustees and various leaders for this quarter's open house gathering designed to provide pertinent updates and allow community discussions. Bring your best questions as we deepen our knowledge of this community we love and steward together. On the same Sunday, the Community Outreach Ministry will be holding a one-day clothing intake for Northeast Ohio Coalition for the Homeless. Please bring everyday clothing, unused underwear and socks, blankets, and backpacks. Please contact Russ Johnson or Corinne Patel with any questions. So you guys, do we have a wave here? Are you guys in? Do we have a wave? No. Yes, Corinne's right here. Okay. Thank you, Corinne. Please return your name tag to the bins provided. If you want a name tag next Sunday, please just grab a guest packet as you leave or add your name to the list in the lobby. And finally, one-on-one prayer is available with any prayer chaplain wearing the purple stole immediately following the service. Chaplains available to pray today will be available here at the foot of this platform. Prayer isn't crisis management, it's good self-care.
Isn't it good to know that it is okay to make mistakes? We're all human. We're all together. Please join me as we welcome the kids. You are a light. You are a light. You are a light in this world. You are a light. You are a light. You are a light in this world. And you shine. And you shine. And you shine so bright, and you shine, and you shine, and you shine so bright. Do that again and look at them. You are a light, you are a light, you are a light in this world. You are a light, you are a light, you are a light in this world, and you shine. And you shine so bright, and you shine, and you shine, and you shine so bright. Please stand, and if you'd like to join hands as we share our peace song. Let there be peace on earth, and let it begin with me. Let there be peace on earth, the peace that was meant to be. Family all are we. Let us walk with each other in perfect harmony. Let peace begin with me. Let this be the moment now. With every step I take, let this be my joy.